Hello, everyone. Welcome to the market simulation call for summer 2021 release. My name is Anshuman Vaidya. I'm your market simulation coordinator, and today is June 28th. Calls and webinars are recorded for stakeholder convenience, allowing those who are unable to attend to listen to the recordings after the meetings. The recordings will be publicly available on the ISO webpage for a limited time following the meetings. The recordings and any related transcriptions should not be reprinted without the ISO permission. We'll follow the following agenda today. We'll talk about map stage availability. We'll talk about market simulation initiatives and their timelines. Talk about the initiatives separately. A quick reminder about the system interface changes that are coming up with this release and the next steps. You can log on to portalmap.kaiser.com to get up-to-date system information, system availability information for MapStage. Currently, we have an OMS UI API maintenance scheduled from 6/29 tomorrow to 6/30. This is in preparation to start the market simulation for the phase 3 functionalities for summer, which has, the OMS part associated with it. Any questions regarding MapStage availability? All right, moving on. So currently we are staying true to start our market simulation on 7/1. As you saw that the outage maintenance, we are hoping to get it done by end of this month, 6/30, so that we should be able to start market simulation for RA Enhancements Track 1 project on 7/1. We are pushing out the deadline for the market simulation start date for summer 2021 readiness from 7/1 to 7/5. Basically, we'll be starting next on 7/5. I think that's a Monday. Any questions regarding these timelines? All right. I'd like to also mention that we're going to have our QRB for go live production for phase 1 and 2, and the RDRR functionality. I'm sorry, for phase 3, and the RDRR functionality tomorrow. So I'll have more news by then. Any questions regarding these dates?
Hi, Anshuman. This is Chanyu. Good afternoon. Did you say you're going to have the QRB? Yeah, good afternoon. You're going to have the QRB tomorrow, and you will let us know as it is going, the RDRR and the other components for for June 30 are going live or not on the 30th.
That is correct, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Ashman. This is Ray calling from PG&E. I have a question about the start date for summer 2021 readiness. July 5th is an observed holiday, even for the ISO. Should that be the start date, or should it be July 6th?
Can you repeat that question again?
So you said the start date was going to be pushed out to July 5th. That's an ISO observed holiday as well. So I don't know if we have any issues on our side for testing that day. Would we even get any assistance? So should that date maybe pushed out to July 6th instead of the 5th?
I think you're right, Ray, and I did not think about that. So let me change that. I will probably modify it to start by 7/6 or 7/7, and I will confirm that while I post the slide on the release planning website.
Thank you, Ashman. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Ray.
Hey, Anshuman, this is Chanyu. I do have one question. The summer 2021, the export wheeling and loan scheduling priorities, saying the start date as June 30th, but then you have the structure as July 6th. I take it as the July 6th because I think that's the day that you previously communicated. So that means we can just go in and June 30 and then start testing, or it's really starting on July 6th.
So I think the July 6th date that you're talking about was earlier planned as an end date for market simulation when we were planning to start by 7/1. But since we are delaying to 7/5, I had to remove that end date of 7/6.
I see. Okay. So,
but again, we are doing our internal testing currently. We have received the functionality from our vendors, and I'll let you know how the testing goes on as the week passes by.
All right. So the expect structure starting date is July 6th. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. No long. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Is that July 6th, that will be feasible for all the market participants?
It will work much better for us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, great. I'm asking because we'll be coming off from a holiday, so will 7/6 work better or 7/7?
And Shuman, this is Alex. 7/7 will work better for me. I'm off on 7/6.
Okay. Anyone opposed to moving it to 7/7?
Yeah, possible.
That's fine.
Any market participants opposed for 7/7?
I think it will work for us too.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you, everyone. So I will make it 7/7 and then post my slides for today's on the release planning website. All right. Any other questions about the timeline that we can talk about here? All right. Moving on. Okay. These are the scenario descriptions for the remaining scenarios that we're going to test. We have added scenarios 8 and 9 for summer readiness, and the document is available on the release planning website for summer readiness. We have updated it, so you can just open the old summer readiness market simulation document, and it should have these 2 new scenarios in there. Any questions regarding the scenario descriptions?
No questions. Hi, Enchman. This is Chanyu. No question. I just need to understand. You don't have to tell me now. For scenario A and B, there are 2 outstanding questions. One is what trade day you're going to run that, and is it 7/7 or 7/8? Just probably let me know, and also whether there will be a RA plan for July. Submission is needed. Thank you.
Thank you, Chanyu, and I have received your city tickets also regarding these questions. I'm working with my SMEs to get an answer for you for that. But I do have Alex here with me, so if Alex, you have any answer to these questions, then feel free to jump in.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat the questions?
Okay, Alex. The first question is what trade day you're going to run scenario 8, A, and B?
Well, I can only estimate. We just received the software, and we will receive only 8 part of it, not B. So I assume that we can do it for trade for 7/7 as we decide to. On 7/7, we will try to run this scenario. And
okay.
If we have part B, we can decide which hours we're going to do it for part A and which hours for part B.
Okay. It's possible on the next Marketing call, this information can be communicated out?
Yeah, sure. We will have better picture by that.
Okay, sounds good. Also, I know we have some communication on this as well. So also I have the city ticket, which is the horse, the parade adjustment after the horse run. Whether there will be a way, like whether we're going to receive a communication for that, and in what report we're able to view the information. So, I mean, if you have the answer, that would be great that you can share here. If not, then I'm just going to wait for the response from the city.
Yeah, I will need to check some items, so I will reply to CDT.
Okay, thank you. And hopefully we also receive it soon as like by end of Thursday, so we can, on our side, we can be also ready to get into the testing for the week after. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Alex. Antonio. Any other questions that we can talk about here? All right, moving on. This is just talking about the Summer 2020 Readiness, the whole project. We just discussed about it that we're going to plan to do market simulation on July 7th, and I will update this slide today before posting it out. It has more information regarding business requirement specification document and structured scenario documents. So please feel free to click on those links and, review the scenarios. Any questions regarding the Summer 2021 Readiness project that we can talk about?
Hi, this is Christy Monahan with SRP. I have a question for scenario 8 and also this slide. How can we register sort of a test PT wheel just for the market sim? Should we just send you an email on that or a city case?
So I did receive your email. If you could do a CD case, that would be great too. And then I can work with our team to see what's the feasibility on getting that resource registered.
Okay. So do you have a suggestion for, I guess, what to use that you could provide in the case, or should we just pick, I guess, one of the ties?
Yeah, I would prefer if you could just pick a tie and let us know.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Alex, do you have any suggestions other than this?
Yeah, we are going to work on with two ties, Marlin and Knob. So he's a Marlin or Knob.
Okay. Thank you.
Perfect. Any other questions that we can talk about here for Summer 2021 Readiness? All right, moving on. For resource adequacy enhancements track 1, as we just mentioned that our code has been delivered. We're testing it right now, and we plan to make it available before 7/1 to market participants. I'm assuming end of the day, 6:30, and then we'll start our market simulation on 7/1 for the OMS changes. Just a reminder, OMS changes does not have any settlements impact, so you can keep testing it after 7/1 for as long as you want. This functionality will be available till July 15th and later, so there's you can test it anytime. Any questions regarding this? All right, moving on. So this is our OMS summer release timeline. Nothing much has changed here. Trang, do you have an update for this particular slide?
Nope, we just marked the last item as complete in production as we communicated in last Thursday's market sim call.
Perfect, thank you. Any questions that we can talk about here? All right, moving on. And this is a quick reminder about system interface changes. Would you have any update on this one?
Just for master file, as you know, those changes have been in production for some time, and we just updated the links for the RDP spreadsheets and definitions to go to the final versions and not just the draft. So those are linked there. And then I think everything else is the same.
Great. Any questions anybody has about the system interface changes? All right. I think that was the last slide for me. Our next teleconference is scheduled on July 1st at 2 p.m. I'll open up for any other questions that we can talk about here, maybe CD ticket that you want to expedite.
Hey, Instrument, I do have one question. Can you go back to the system interface page?
Yeah.
For the cyber, the ceiling page, understand the tech spec has come out and the API still TBD, and then the production still TBD at this point?
Right. So this is about this particular item, right? Trang, would you have any update on this one?
So, Chanyu, I still have, I don't have a firm date yet for map stage and production for the API for the ceiling. I will follow up with the team and try to have an update by either tomorrow's rug or the market sim call on that.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Laura.
On this subject, that Chanyu was asking. So I just heard you said tech specs were posted for cyber bid ceiling, right? Where they post, if they posted, is it in the latest tech specs or the same tech specs that actually as a whole?
So, and that was something I wanted to confirm too. So my understanding is the tech spec for the ceiling is not published yet. Okay. And once it is published, it will be a revision that's on top of the overall cyber tech spec. So those tech specs, per our improvements that we made a couple of years ago, are cumulative, and they should just, the updates should be on top of everything else that's there. Chanyu, maybe you can clarify for me the tech spec that you see. What I do see on the dev site posted last week was an update to the inter-SC trades document, but that's not necessarily related to the ceiling that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I did not find it.
Yeah, and
so it was my misunderstanding. I thought I heard communication as it was published on the 17th at one point. It could be just me misunderstood.
I think it's July, open-ended.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's right. There's no spec yet for the cyber API that's published. We have the artifacts internally that we're reviewing and generating and then validating and then generating tech spec, and then the schedule will be after that. And so that's why I still see TBD for map stage and production with a July date for the tech spec. And I apologize for not having more specific date for the tech spec, but the team is prioritizing, of course, the testing and support and promotion to production for the summer readiness the rest of summer readiness to go through production, and then they'll also be publishing the FERC 831 remaining enhancement tech spec.
And there will be cumulative. There will be no standalone cumulative. Okay, great, thank you.
Yeah, but again, yeah, the data is available in the UI, as you know, and I know that you're eager to find out how far out that service will be implemented, because I know that that's going to depend on how you plan your resources and when they start their work, whether they build something to grab from the UI or the API. But we want to make sure that we give you the most accurate information. So at this point, we don't have a firm target yet, so we wanted to leave it TBD.
Great, thank you. But
Okay,
definitely here, right?
That is the plan, yes.
Great, thank you.
So again, for summer readiness, our plan is to get all those cyber changes in by July 15, and then, you know, even before, if we're not able to start before then definitely after July 15th, we should be able to put some focus back on that cyber enhancement for FERC 831 ceiling.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you for your question. Anything else that we can discuss here? All right. Well, thank you for joining the call. We'll see you back again on July 1st. Thank you.